So, something you probably don't know about me, I'm a planner girl. Well, at least I was till I had babies. But in the spirit of trying to get organised, I'm going to try and find something in this box that I can reuse so I don't have to spend money to try and organise myself so that I actually know when things are happening, because at the moment I don't. So let's see what we can find. I'll have a look through. Okay, so this is a notebook with a beautiful picture that my daughter did. Another beautiful picture on the back. Sellotaped it so it wouldn't get ruined. So this was the notebook that I was using just to record bits and pieces. So this was good. This worked well. This is an old cover. That's not really going to work. We've got lots of stickers. Filofax. That might work. That's Filofax. Might be able to reuse some of this, maybe. Post-its might be useful. Oh, I love these stickers. Love them. Don't have time to do it. Love these. Oh, gone are the days when there was time to do things. But it's all good. See, I have got loads of stuff on my Happy Planner. These are all just extras. I don't even know where my Happy Planner is. My Happy Planner is somewhere else. I tried to set that up recently and I was using it for a little while before that notebook, but it's just too big and I can't lug it around all over the place. And although I love it, what do I love about it? I love the fact that you can customize it and take pages in and out. And now I'm looking at my Filofax thinking, what did I not like about this was the fact that I was always bashing against the rings. But I did see a video where you can slit the pages. So maybe I could do that. Maybe that's the best of both worlds. Maybe that would work. Here's my Filofax. Maybe this is the way to go. There's loads of extra inserts in here. This might be the way to go. And then, look, Happy Planner, page flags, cute paper clips. Love it all, just don't have the time for this. I love this Happy Planner stuff. Maybe one day I will go back to sorting that. Okay, let's see what we can make work here. Okay, so this is Happy Planner. I think I might do I stick with my Happy Planner, but I haven't been using it. When I've set it up, it hasn't worked. Why has it not worked? Because I can't carry it, because it's too big, and because it's expensive and I'm scared of messing it up. I need something that's messy. I need an easy, quick solution. This isn't about pretty planning, it's about functional planning, it's about sorting my life out, and then later I can always do pretty when I have time and a decluttered house. Okay, decision made. Let's put all this back. Oh, maybe some cute stickers later. This is a cute notebook as well. That might be useful. Right. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got here and see what we can put together. Let's go. So this was much later on, and I've been trying to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that with my Filofax all day. Earlier I found some free Filofax pages for monthly and weekly pages, which I printed off and cut and hole punched just for the next few weeks ahead to trial using them. This took a lot longer than I expected, especially the resizing, because I had to print it quite a few times to get it right. I think it's one of them things that if you know what you're doing, it probably takes no time, but I have no clue. I've never done this before, so I wasn't sure. And also the hole punching was a bit of a faff, but once you've got the technique, you're all right. So I'll show you those pages in a minute, but here I am trying to just use some sticky labels to relabel some of the original Filofax tabs to say monthly, weekly, daily, and all my sections so that I can easily find what I'm looking for. So I just decided to use those three main categories, and then after that I had an inbox, a reference section, a home ed section for home education, and a YouTube section. I don't know if they're going to be the right sections. I kind of just guessed. At the moment, it's all going to be trial and error. So we'll see how they work. Like I said before, this is going to be very messy, very functional. It is not going to be pretty. But I'd like to add quite a few lists in here. I think what I like about the Filofax and the Happy Planner is you can add whatever pages you need. So I'd like to have a list of meal ideas, random bits of information I need, to-do lists, important dates. There's so many things that I could use this for. Kids activities, because sometimes I forget what I want to do or what I have done, and lots of other home education lists of things that are on and things I want to do with the girls. So there's a lot of possibility. I think, yeah, it's kind of just about figuring it out. And so yeah, we'll just try and we'll see what happens and what works and what doesn't. And that's kind of why I didn't print, the full year ahead, because I know myself and I may not end up liking it and may need to change it. And to be honest, since I've had kids, I haven't really been able to stick with anything. And I think that's also to do with the fact that I get very overwhelmed when I see how much stuff is on my list to do. I write stuff down on a huge big to-do list, and then I find that I stop looking at planners and diaries and notebooks because I'm so overwhelmed by all the stuff that I need to do, want to do, think I should be doing. I almost want to hide away from it. I can't actually face it. And so I'm quite mindful going into this that could happen here. So I'm not going to go into it doing a huge brain dump of things, because the likelihood is if I do that, I'll never look at this again. So I'm going to try and just ease myself in slowly, and then maybe over time look at more and more at what the urgent things I need to do are and what the kind of long-term goals are going forward, and that might work better. So if you're enjoying this video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe, and maybe drop me a comment and let me know any tips or tricks you found work. I really love having you all here and appreciate everyone who has watched the videos. So I'm going to try and get a system going that is very basic, not pretty, totally functional for me. So I've kind of just started setting up monthly, weekly and daily pages. I never have really been a big one for using monthlies. I've always just used weeklies, to be honest, for everything. I've never used anything else, but I feel like I briefly tried doing like daily lists when I did a notebook a while ago. That seemed to work quite well, but my problem was I just would write 20-30 things on there and then get really annoyed that I didn't manage to do it. So I saw on someone's YouTube video that they were working around their children's blocks in terms of sleep time. I think it was Work-Life Glue. And I was like, this is like groundbreaking for me, because that's the problem I have. So that's what I'm going to try and set up. I've just done the tabs as I've kind of filmed and will show. Very basic, very ugly, but I'm okay with that, and we'll see how we go. So these are what my monthly pages are looking like. I've cut these out. These are from is it Peanut Planner? They do freebies, so I've cut them all out and punched them with a single hole punch, which was so joyous. So that's that, and then I have got the other ones across the side here, so weekly and dailies. So this is again Peanuts Planner freebies. This is what their weeklies look like. I'll just go through. I've still got to set a lot of these up. I've only done this week so far. And this is what I'm setting up to try and do in terms of dailies. So, you can see this is an old 2011 sheet, but, it's fine. It will work for what I'm trying to do. So I've got a child who can't walk around unaided at the moment. It's not safe. I've got a little one. So I'm working around when she's having activities in the high chair and when I'm doing playtime with the girls. When I do things in that block, and then, I think so, like we'll have breakfast and tidy up and some school in this one, and maybe some more school and lunch and clean up again in this one. Playtime, I try to set up some activities, and also little jobs like text people, things that I need, pay bills, things like that I can do there. And then bedtime, which is another block, maybe, where I can do things depending on how they are. At the beginning of the day, I'm just going to dump stuff in there if I don't know where to put it. The school activities, so I'll try and put a few things that I'm going to try and teach the kids, and then roll over, so anything I don't get to do will be pushed along to the next day. So I don't know if this is going to work. We'll give it a shot and see how it works. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.